Hey guys, tonight we are stepping back into a world of velvet shadows, soot-stained window panes, and the persistent rhythmic ticking of a mahogany grandfather clock. Imagine you are standing in a London bedroom in the year 1880. The air is thick, not just with the smell of coal smoke drifting in from the Thames, but with the heavy, floral scent of lavender water struggling to mask the metallic tang of gas lamps. You are exhausted, the kind of bone-deep weariness that comes from a day of navigating cobblestone streets and rigid social hierarchies. Yet as you stare at the towering four-poster bed, your mind is racing like a steam engine. You probably won't survive this level of relaxation, mostly because the Victorian solution to a restless mind usually involved a cocktail of heavy metals and enough boiled cabbage to power a small village. So before you get comfortable, take a moment to like the video and subscribe, but only if you genuinely enjoy what I do here. I'd also love to hear where you're listening from tonight. Drop your location and your local time in the comments so we can see how far this little circle of calm reaches. Now, dim the lights, maybe turn on a fan for that soft background hum, and let's ease into tonight's journey together. You trudge across the room, your footsteps muffled by a thick Persian rug that has seen better decades. To your left, a small wash basin holds water that is already filmed with a thin layer of gray dust. This is the reality of the Industrial Revolution. Even your dreams are slightly gritty. You reach out to turn the brass key on the wall-mounted gaslight, watching the flame shrink from a frantic hiss to a low blue glow. In this era, the very concept of sleep is undergoing a radical and frankly stressful transformation. Before the mid-19th century, humans often practiced segmented sleep, waking up in the middle of the night for a quiet hour of reading or prayer before drifting off again. But now, the factory whistle has murdered the midnight snack. You are expected to sleep in one solid, productive block, and the pressure to perform perfect rest is enough to keep anyone awake. One mainstream historical fact that often gets overlooked is that the Victorians were the first generation to truly pathologize insomnia. Before the 1850s, if you couldn't sleep, you just didn't. By the 1880s, sleeplessness was seen as a nervous collapse of the middle class, a sign that your brain was too sophisticated for its own good. It's a bit like modern burnout, but with more corsets and significantly less indoor plumbing. You sit on the edge of the bed, feeling the horsehair mattress crunch beneath you. It's not exactly memory foam, it's more like repressed memory foam. There is a quirky tidbit often found in domestic manuals of the time, the soporific foot bath. You are told that if your head is spinning with thoughts of the stock market or your daughter's questionable suitor, it's because there is too much blood in the brain. The solution? Plunge your feet in water as hot as you can stand, laced with mister powder. The theory was that the heat would physically pull the blood down to your toes, leaving your brain empty and peaceful. It's basically the 19th century version of turning it off and turning it back on again, but with a high risk of second-degree burns. Historians still argue whether the rise of Victorian insomnia was a biological reaction to the new artificial light or a psychological reaction to the breakneck pace of the British Empire. Either way, as you lie there in the flickering gloom, listening to the distant clip-clop of a hansom cab, you realize that your journey into the world of scientific rest is only just beginning. You aren't just tired, you are a patient in need of a cure.